I'm Dr. Nancy Peterson, and we are going to demonstrate for you today on how to administer medication or give pills to your cat. This is Nina. She's going to help us. When you're giving medication to your cat, what you want to do is have everything ready ahead of time. It's a lot easier if you have all the medication ready before you go and get the cat, so you're not chasing the cat through the house while you try and get the medication. What we'd like to do, a lot of times I will put them up on a surface they're not typically on. It puts me in a little more in control. The other thing you can do with your cat, if you have a cat not as cooperative as Nina, is you can wrap them up into a towel, kind of like a kitty taco, and so that you're covering up their legs and things, so it's a little harder for them to struggle. But Nina's a pretty cooperative girl, so we don't have quite the problem with her. Some people are very comfortable doing it on the floor, and if you have a cat that works well with that, that works great. But a lot of times I find a little higher surface works a little bit better for you. When you're giving the medication to the cat, where you go, sweetheart? When you're giving medication to the cat, the biggest thing and the most important thing is to make sure that you have very good aim. And what I mean by that, when you're administering the medication, you want to make sure it goes right down the middle of their tongue as far back as you can go. So what you want to do with them, and I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use my left hand to gently grasp her head. Okay, my fingers are going to be close to her mouth but not in them. And I kind of use the back of my hand to kind of pivot her head over. We point her head up to the ceiling. You can see it kind of automatically opens up her mouth just a little bit. When we do that, I'm going to use my index finger or my middle finger on the other hand and open up her mouth. And if you can see right down the middle of her tongue there, you want to put the pill way back there in the back in the middle. I'm going to use a little bit of food here to demonstrate how we're doing with that. So I'm going to grasp her head gently, point her head up towards the ceiling, open up her mouth, put the pill right down there to the back of her throat. So she hardly even has to swallow with that, okay? And again, it's much easier if you give it the first time and get it down successfully. You do want to follow it with some sort of positive thing so that your cat is not running from you when you come to get it to give it medication. You can give it a treat. You can do where you are. Some of the cats will want you to give a little bit of water. We don't want them to dry swallow pills. Studies show that a lot of times the medication will sit in the throat for 1 to 2 hours and cause some irritation. So we can be happy to send home a little bit of water with you so that you can give them a little bit of a drink so that they swallow afterwards. So you make sure that they take their medication. There are a couple of other things that you can use to help get some medication down. There are these products, they're called pill pockets. They are hollowed out treats where you can put the medication right inside of them into this little hollowed area. And if you have a cat that likes that treat and will eat it, they can take their medication that way. The other thing that we can use is we can use a pill, this apparatus to help give the pill. It's very flexible, soft tip to it, and we'll use it to get down to the back of their throat. So again, we tip their, go ahead and pivot her just a little bit. Go all the way back, and you can go down, and you can see how far down her throat I am, quite a ways down there. And that is a lot of times really helpful if you're a little leery about getting your fingers in their mouth, or if you have a cat that doesn't hold still, if you don't have a holder at home like I do here in the exam room. With the medication, it's just a lot easier if you can do it successfully the first time, where we can get the medication down without a lot of fuss with them. We can get some of the medications in different forms if you're not able to give some of the tablets. We can get some in a liquid. There are a couple that we can use that are long-lasting injections also. So there are different methods that we can use to help you successfully give your medication to your cat.